Okay, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Exponential Tom channel. Today is Friday here in Australia, in Sydney, where I'm based. And every Friday, I'm trying to do a weekly recap of everything that I've been building with OpenClaw and in what I am calling the exponential universe. So I'm going to try to make this quick, hopefully 10 minutes, 15 at the most, while we drink some mate, the drink that is very popular in my home country of Argentina. And let's get on with it. I have done so much stuff today that while I was planning for this recap, the first thing that I did was I asked my good friend and agent Atlas, which is my OpenClaw agent, to make a little summary of everything that we've done during the week. So it'll be hopefully, we can fit everything into short amount of time, and I can show you everything that I've been building, and hopefully this will spark ideas for you to create more things and also to follow along with everything that we are building. So the first things that I'm gonna talk about is that we did some changes to the website. So if you go to our independentacademy.org website, we added a few extra features. I'm gonna put this here. And I'm gonna show it. There we go, independentacademy.org. And we added the news. So now we're starting to cover some of the news that have to do with OpenClaw and AI agents, and we're going to add a lot more stuff in the near future. But you can see all the news that appear here, and if you click on it, you can actually read the story, why it matters, and you can also access the source directly from the website without having to switch tabs, which is pretty good. And you can also they all have different tags, so you can find what you're interested in and search for them. Then we changed the use case tab into workflows because I think it's better that way. It's more accurate, and we added more workflows here, like the automated news, which is the process on how we actually get the news from idea to being published directly in the website, which happens almost entirely in an autonomous way. I am very, very happy with how we created that workflow, and we're going to continue to improve it to make it fully autonomous in the future. We added a few more stuff to the stack. Notion and Software. Software is the one that we're using to build the website. Notion is like where we put all our information. Software grabs that information and converts it into the website. Then we added a section for this weekly recap. So the one that you're watching now is going to appear here soon. So when you open it, you can actually see it and get a brief overview of what we talk about in the weekly recap. And also we did it yesterday. So Thursdays in Australia, which pretty much is Wednesday everywhere else, we are doing live sessions. These are very long where we just sit and we work, but we have the live streaming on so people can come in and out, and we can work together in public. I can answer questions and things like that. We did the first one yesterday. I want that to happen every week, and here in this section for live sessions, you will be able to find them, and you can basically watch them from the website. So the more we do them, of course, the more they will continue to stack up. And then another thing that we did, which is we grabbed the entire software website that we created and we embedded it into a platform called WOP. And I really, really like this because WOP is like a community site, right? So you have a chat, and people can join, they can create their accounts, and they can talk, they can post, you can have forums, you can have a lot more stuff. And so now we basically have the entire website in here so that people can access to all the information, they can learn, they can, you can even watch the live sessions from within here, and you can also chat with us. So we can have everything that we're building on the website now also has a community aspect attached to it. We haven't launched this public yet, but we're gonna do it very, very soon. And we added a lot more stuff here, like a lot of stuff with what I've been learning about Bitcoin and finance and how I use AI for creative purposes, which I'll show you something that I've been doing this week along those lines a bit later on the video. And I even was able to add my calendar. So if people just want to have a chat and show me what they're building or ask if they need some help integrating OpenClaw or more AI services to what they are building, that's all going to be part of this new community website. And because it has the software side embedded into it, that means that everything that we add to our website automatically updates the community site. So that's something that I'm very happy with on how everything is working. And we created a very good loop where I speak with Atlas on Telegram. Atlas is my OpenClaw agent. Then Atlas can update the Notion. Everything that's in the Notion gets moved into software, into our website. And now the website is included into our community site. So it's a whole loop that I can just command from our little Telegram command center. So every time that I talk with Atlas and I ask it to make changes, all those changes automatically move into the website without me having to do anything. So we're getting to a very, very good working loop. So that's one of the things that we did this week. We set up the loop. We set up the loop to the website for the news, for everything that's here. And also now it automatically updates the community site as well. So everything is working very, very smoothly. Now, also during the live session, we created this music track to listen to with no royalties. And I really like it. I think I might publish it as a standalone playlist for people to listen to while they work. And yeah, for the news, the weekly recaps and the live sessions, we've created the stuff on Notion. So we have here the news, the recaps, and the live sessions. So this is all stuff that Atlas can update by itself, and automatically they get added to the website, which is amazing. So what else have we done today? Told you about the software whoop, the Notion software, the news are done, the live system, live sessions, we talk about that. Yes, we did the first live session. We did it for about an hour. In the future, I want those sessions to be longer. And I've been noticing, this is the back end of my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is very small, but you can see that it was right here when I started making videos about OpenClaw, and we had a huge jump since then. We went a little bit down, but still, we're very, very far from where we started. And on our first live session, we already have 60 people that watched it. So that's for our channel. That's actually pretty good. So it's clearly showing that there's a lot of people wanting to know more about OpenClaw and how to use it effectively. So this way of working, it's really good for us because we get to showcase everything that we are doing, capturing the workflows, and we have this system that automatically generates the content for the website. So the more we do it, every week at the moment, the way in which we're working is Monday to Wednesday. I do one video going into one workflow. Then on Thursday, I do the big live sessions where we just work live and I get to answer questions. And then on Friday, we do these weekly recaps. And all that information, Atlas automatically, what I do is at the end of every video, I take the transcript, I give it to Atlas, my OpenClaw agent, and Atlas gets all that information, updates the Notion, and that all appears in our website automatically. So every week we're not only getting a huge bump to our YouTube stats, but also our website has more and more content every time. The full loop, yes, we did that. Transcript, yeah. Okay, so now the last thing I want to talk about is direction. Yes. Okay, there's two things that I want to show you before I finish the video, and we're already at the minute 10, so I want to make this super, super quick. First is that I made a Valentine's Day card for my wife, and it's fully animated with AI. It's AI music, AI artwork. The actual writing is not AI, is mine, but this is just like let's process. So yeah, this is just showcasing some creative stuff that you can do with AI. Um, and I will eventually make a video on the whole workflow so that people can see. And with this kind of workflow, you can do a bunch of things. Like I just decided to do a Valentine's card because tomorrow is Valentine's Day, but you can create a whole lot of different stuff. So that was a creative win of the week. And the last thing is that when we first started the website, you're gonna see that it was I used to call it the OpenClaw index, and I was tracking all the websites that were using OpenClaw, and the news were very much focused on OpenClaw. But today I read that there's actually someone created an OpenClaw index. They call it the clawindex.org, and it already has a lot more projects than the ones that I was tracking. It already has like a team dedicated to it, and it's actually it has a whole system where projects need to pay money to get listed, and so it's a whole like a business model attached to it. So this actually brought me to a point where I needed to decide whether or not I would continue on the trying to be the OpenClaw index or not. And I decided that since they have an entire team dedicated to go through all the projects, and do all the verification, and they're dedicated to that, I decided I'm going to leave that to them, and I'm going to go back to the original essence of my project. If you look at the project, it's called independentacademy.org. We have someone, Laya Sanbria, saying, hey Leia, or Laya, I don't know, hello. Let me know if you have any question regarding OpenClaw or anything that we're building that you want us to go into more details. But yeah, basically, when I saw that this new project was doing the original idea that we had of being the OpenClaw index, it made me go back and be like, okay, like our project was in the beginning called Independent Academy, which was the whole idea was to teach people how to use technology to become more independent. And then the community website that we're building is the Exponential Universe, and it's looking at all the exponential technologies. And very much my goal was always to focus on independence, sovereignty, and freedom, like how to use technology to attain those things. So we're gonna go back to that original ethos, and within that ethos, OpenClaw is playing a huge role, very, very big, especially right now. And I want to focus on OpenClaw because I think like at the moment I am scratching only the surface of what I can do with this technology. I think I am maybe 5% of everything that I could realistically be accomplishing with it. So even though OpenClaw is going to be one of the main parts of this independent academy and the exponential universe and all this that we're building, we're not going to be the OpenClaw index. We're going to leave that to this team that is dedicated entirely to that. And on the website, I just want to be able to capture the workflows, the use cases, and the ways in which you can use OpenClaw, and also a lot of other tools, not just OpenClaw, for the purposes of independence, sovereignty, and freedom. That is going to be the goal, and that was always our North Star. So this, when I saw it at first, I was like, oh no, but then I was like, actually, this is good, because now they can do that. I don't have to worry about that, and I can go back to the original mission, which is become as sovereign, as free, and as independent as possible, leveraging the most powerful technology available to me, and share that with everyone, so that hopefully they can get ideas and they can learn from my experiments and they can accomplish the same thing. So that has been our week. It's been a very crazy week, very productive week. I was also had to do some other stuff, so I think next week we can make it more productive because I'm going to have less distractions. But even that, even with life getting in the way sometimes, having OpenClaw to help me has been amazing. I always say that OpenClaw is a one-way ticket. You just, once you start, you can't go back. And we have our Telegram headquarters set up, and we manage pretty much everything from here. And this loop that connects my OpenClaw agent with Notion with software, and software with WAP, that whole stack, it's amazingly powerful. And next week I wanna focus on teaching people how each part of the stack works, and how basically you can create your own thing like this as well. Hold on. You can create your own thing like this as well. I didn't realize, but I was not sharing the screen. Have I not been sharing the screen the whole time? That would have been a bit of an issue. I'm gonna do a quick check live to see if this is true. Okay, now I can see the live, and yes, I was sharing my screen, so that's good. Anyway, this is a good time to leave this, perhaps. Got a new subscriber while we're doing the live session. Thank you. And to everyone, this is another invitation for anyone that's watching this, either live or in the recording. If you have any questions, if you have something that you want me to delve specifically or give you more information about, feel free to leave it in the comments and I'll get to it. And yes, this is another successful Friday recap. We're gonna do one every week, and hopefully they'll just keep getting better and better every week. All right. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.